introduce James. So he's from iwoca. We use iwocaPay for loads of our invoicing, and I've already told loads of people about it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So James is going to give us a bit of a demo. I'm going to have a look through the system and how we can connect it through. I think you're going to use Xero as an example, aren't you? Because most people are on Xero, but we can connect to QuickBooks as well. So if you wanted to have a look at that with us afterwards, that is fine. Any questions at all, please do drop them in the chat box. I'll be having a look at that. But James, over to you.
Well, thanks for the intro, Nicola, and thanks everyone for joining. It's really great to be able to present to you today. I'm just going to share my screen quickly with you, go through a quick presentation on what iwocaPay does, and show you a demo, as Nicola mentioned. So let me do that just quickly now. Cool. Hopefully you can see that there.
Yeah, I can. So
great. So yeah, iwocaPay is a free payment option for your B2B transactions. I'll go through the quick agenda. So I'll give a brief overview of sort of why unpaid invoices are squeezing small businesses and the problems that result because of that, and talk about the aspects of iwocaPay that tackle parts of that problem, show you a quick demo, and let you know how to get involved if you'd like to set it up for your business, and then we'll answer any questions at the end. So from our research, we found that almost half of SMEs are paid late, meaning that quarter struggle to pay their own suppliers as a result. And this obviously has an effect on the business itself. But we also found that 44% of business owners told us that it was having a negative effect on their mental health. So if we're able to solve that problem, hopefully we can alleviate that a little bit for you business owners as well. So we found that about the average business spends roughly 2 weeks per year chasing late payment. And so if we can remove that from your life, hopefully you can use it to maybe go on holiday, relax, recharge, focus on other areas of the business, which is why we think this payments problem is so important. And thankfully, last year in December, the government announced that they're conducting a review into SMEs being paid late. Sort of the headline figure from that, from what I remember, was there were around £14 billion outstanding to small businesses sort of right now. So it's a huge issue. Hopefully we'll be involved in some way of that review as well. But yeah, we're just trying to address that problem. And if you get paid sort of later than you like occasionally, this could be a great product for you to use. So iwocaPay will allow you to offer flexible business terms to your limited company clients without taking on any of the risk yourself. And they can either opt to pay instantly for free, or spread that cost over 90 days without any risk to you. And we found that businesses with an online payment option often increase conversion by up to around 30%. So it can really help you grow in that regard as well. So I'll talk you through sort of both aspects of iwocaPay, pay now and pay later. I'll start with pay now. Pay now is just an instant bank-to-bank transfer from your client to you in 3 clicks for free. So traditionally, other digital payment providers, it takes around 20 clicks for you to get paid. Payment can take anywhere from 1 to 14 days to settle. But crucially, with services like Go Cardless and Stripe, there are often high subscription fees and transaction fees for that service. Whereas with us, we offer that for free. So no cost to you, no cost to the client. They click through it 3 times and they've paid you, and it's settled straight away. So if you're currently using sort of an instant payment option that is charging you, it's a bit of a no-brainer to switch over to iwocaPay. And if you're not using anything at all, we found that a lot of businesses are paid late simply because their clients tend to procrastinate making payment. So they have to enter in card details and look up the information manually. Whereas with us, they'll be taken directly through one quick flow which the inertia of which sort of often just gets them to pay when they receive your invoice.
I think, James, sorry, I'm just going to butt in now. So as a customer and a consumer, it really annoys me when my suppliers will ask me to pay a bill and I've got to go and log into my bank. I've got to go and put their details in. I'm trying to do it on my phone. So they've got to switch between their invoice, my bank, then it logs me out, and it's all really frustrating. So, and actually the most people that I've managed to get joining up are the people that I use, small businesses that I use, to say to them, I want to pay you quicker. I want it to be easier to pay you. Go and set up iwoca, because this will change your life and it will make it easier for people to come in. And I think that's the sort of the benefit that I say to all of my clients, is actually make it easier for clients to pay, for people to pay you, because that's, no one wants to bother going and entering bank details, do they? So to do it straight on your app is just amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Like I find with sort of my home utility bills, if I haven't set up an online payment option, if I do get a bill through and I know that I need to log up, I need to sort of switch from my phone, go log onto my computer where I've got my password saved, enter in some bank details and do everything manually, I will just put it off, and I'll end up getting a reminder letter like a few weeks later. So yeah, I think that's exactly right. It's great to hear that you as a user can see that as well, and yeah, hopefully any businesses that they're on now, it can improve payments for them in that regard as well. So yeah, that's really great to hear, and something that we aim to address by creating this. So yeah, that's really great. So yeah, that's the pay now side of things. And then on the flip side, you've also got the option to offer your customers the option to spread the payment over 90 days. So how that works is they'll check out, go through our checkout process. We'll run a quick credit check on them to see if we're able to offer them the value of the invoice to spread the cost. And that will take around 30 seconds. Hopefully we'll approve them. And then how that will work is they'll check out, we'll pay you straight away. So you'll notice no difference when you receive payment, whether they use pay now or pay later. You get the funds day one. Then we'll have the relationship with your customer and collect payment from them over the 90 days. So their first payment will be after 30 days, then second after 30, third after 30. We're currently running a small trial now to extend those payment terms and offer up to a year. That's not going live sort of in the very immediate future, but that's something we're looking at as well. So
and that's all still B2B, isn't it? There's no consumer credit on this. It's just businesses, and limited companies rather than sole traders that you're selling to.
That's right. Yeah. So this is pay later is just for limited companies. Anyone, a consumer, can use the pay now side of things. But yeah, just for limited companies for now, for pay later. So yeah, they'll check out, we'll pay you day one, we'll collect payment from them. It's invoice values up to £15,000. And the most important thing is there's no recourse back to you. So should your customer not repay us, you've already received the funds. We'll not chase you for any repayment, and that will just simply be with your customer. Now, pay now is completely free, whereas pay later, there is a charge if your customer checks out using that option, but you can determine who pays that. So either you can pay a 4% fee for them to spread the cost, and we often find that businesses use that if there's a customer they've been chasing quite a while, and they're just really keen. It's quite a large value invoice. They're really keen to get some of the money back. So they'll take that 4% hit and get the funds in. Alternatively, you can pay nothing at all. So the entire of iwocaPay can be free for you, and your customer would just have a bit of interest tacked on to the value of your invoice. So yeah, I think I'll show you a quick demo. It's probably the best way for you to be able to see that. So if you set up an iwocaPay account, you'll have a dashboard which will look like this, and this is where you can manage.
I can't see your screen. I can still see demo and integrations at the moment.
Sorry. Yeah, let me reshare my screen. Thanks for that, Nicola. Great. Can you see that now?
Yeah, we've got that now. Thank you.
Brilliant. So yeah, this is what your iwocaPay dashboard will look like, where you'll be able to manage all of your payments. and create these pay links that can attach to your invoices. So the pay link section is here. So this is where you can create a pay link, attach it to an invoice. But as Nicola mentioned, if you're a Xero or a QuickBooks user, you can just simply connect your Xero or QuickBooks account, and this will all be done for you. So you wouldn't even need to manually add. Once you raise an invoice in Xero or in QuickBooks, these pay links will automatically attach to there. And yeah, there's nothing further that you need to do, which is super simple.
Sometimes, sorry, I'm gonna butt in again, because I know how we use this with our clients as well. So quite often what we'll do is, if somebody still hasn't paid, they're still late to pay, instead of just resending our invoice, we'll actually create a new, it's not for us, it's more for our customers, we'd create a pay link which we can then drop in an email. So rather than keeping resending the invoice there to say, here, click this button, we actually create a new pay link with the references in, and put it in an email, because we find that gets a much better response as well. So kind of using like a hybrid of the two works really well.
Brilliant. Yeah, that sounds great. And you can also share it via WhatsApp, text message as well. So yeah, anywhere basically that you can contact your customer, and you can send these pay links out. So yeah, that could be a good strategy for you to use as well. So in this pay links section, you can also set who pays for pay later as well. So in this particular example, the client has set it as being free for them. So as you'll see here in the payment section, this invoice is for £3,000. The client will then pay 3 equal repayments of £1,050, so £150 worth of interest for pay later at the 2.5% representative rate. If the user selects free for the customer, they'll pay that 4%, and the customer will just see the 3 equal payments of £1,000 for that £3,000 invoice. So let me take you through the checkout process now and show you how that works. So the pay link will appear on your invoice, and the customer clicks on that and they'll see the checkout screen. I'll go through pay later first. So they click finish checkout, they enter in some basic business info. So this will just be for the first time that they pay you as well. This will all be saved if they sort of use you for multiple products or services. They'll enter in basic business info, some personal information, and then submit the application. And this will take around 30 seconds, and we'll run a quick soft credit search in the background, meaning if they're not approved, it won't appear on their credit file, which is useful if they're sort of concerned about anything in that regard. Hopefully we'll approve them, and once they are, we'll ask for the first time again that they use us, we'll ask for a mobile phone number where we'll run a quick ID check. They'll add their card details, which is where we'll take those 3 payments from, and then they'll see a summary of their repayment schedule. So as you can see here, first payment due in 30 days, then a month later, then a month later. Once they're happy, they click agree, confirm and complete checkout. We'll send you the £3,000 instantly, and then your client will pay us after the first 30 days. So if I go back, I can show you the Pay Now checkout. So Pay Now is even simpler than that. They click Pay Now, that brings up a list of banks, they select their bank. That then generates a QR code. Just scan that with their phone. That will automatically open up their mobile banking app, pre-filled with all of the information, so no manual details, and they click confirm, and that's you paid, and that's you paid instantly. If they don't have mobile banking, there is a desktop version available as well. And then finally, I will show you the integration side of things. So in your seller dashboard, if you click on the integrations tab at the top here, you'll see everyone that you can integrate with. So Xero, QuickBooks, I'll run through the Xero one. I'm not sure if Nicola, would you be, if any of your Xero clients would like to integrate, would you be doing this for them, or
Yeah, we can help out. So anyone that does want to connect this through, we can absolutely help out with getting it sorted, no problem.
Great. Yeah, so it's super simple anyway. You just click connect. It will ask you to log into your Xero, direct you to there. All you need to do is select a payment account where you'd like us to pay your funds into, choose an invoice branding theme, basically so that you don't have to have iwocaPay on all of your invoices. You can just create one or two or couple separate invoice branding themes, and then only on those invoices will iwocaPay attach. Click confirm, and then you'll be linked. So it's super quick. And then when you raise a new invoice in Xero, will appear as a button on the top here. And your client will click on and go through the checkout as usual. So that's the integration. We've got a similar one with QuickBooks, and for any sort of e-commerce businesses, if you use WooCommerce, we can integrate with that as well. So let me go back to screen sharing my presentation.
James, can I ask one quick question? We've got somebody on the chat. Can they make payments from overseas banks using this link?
No, it's just UK.
Just UK. Yeah, I thought that was the case.
Yeah. So let me go through my presentation. Yeah, so basically the benefits really of using iwocaPay, you can get paid a lot quicker without sort of, if you don't have an online option, you get paid up to twice as fast, just by that inertia of a client paying then and there. 57% of customers are more likely to purchase, and 75% of our pay links are paid on the same day. So yeah, just a quick reminder of the product itself. Instant access to funds, no fees for pay now, no fees for pay later if you don't want to pay yourself. If your client uses pay later and doesn't repay us, there's no recourse back to you. So you have none of the credit risk. That all falls with ourselves. And yeah, you decide sort of who pays. Yeah, I'll leave up a few testimonials from businesses that use us, and hopefully answer any questions if any of you have them.
I feel like I should be a testimonial up there as well. Maybe I can be on your next demo, because I mean, I genuinely love this product. I think it's fantastic. It's changed kind of how we work as a business. So we personally use GoCardless for ongoing direct debits because we have a number of people on monthly. But anyone who pays a one-off or is a new client or something always gets an iwoca link, and the speed that we get paid now is so much faster than it was before we integrated it. So yeah, I think it's fantastic. So I understand we have a link that I can share for a referral scheme. So anybody who is watching this can use my link, which actually I'm just about to put in the chat, and you get £100. And
that's
gift
right,
card,
yeah.
100 quid, I get 100 quid too. So everyone's happy. So yeah, so yeah, please feel free to use that link. I will post it in the recording as well, so I'll make sure that everyone's got that as well. So let me just post that. I don't know if I've posted that to everyone. Yeah, I have. It's all right. I thought I might just post it to Claire. So yeah, that feel free to use the link if you want help setting it up. I know a couple of people have gone through it recently. It's super fast to get it done. And then I think one of your team will then contact them as soon as they've done that. They've sent that over to get that process sorted, won't they, James?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we had a couple of businesses from you last week or the week before, and I believe they're set up now. So yeah, basically they'll fill in their details in the link that you provide, and we'll give them a call, help them on board, answer any questions they might have, and yeah, take it all from there for them. Super simple and quick to set up.
Yeah, brilliant. And then if anybody is a client of a number supporter, you are more than welcome to come and get in contact with your account manager for any support on setting that up within the system, and how we recommend using it kind of for your clients and for your individual circumstances. I haven't got any questions. I can't see any on Facebook either. But yeah, perfect. Thank you, James. It's been great. It's always good for me to see how like the product looks on your demos. I think that I know it sounds really stupid, but I really love the demo that you do as well, because it's all automated and I find that quite amazing. So yeah, a little bit of techie geekiness there. But yeah, thank you very much for coming on and showing us around the system. And I'm sure that we'll be in touch soon. So thanks everyone for joining us, and I'll speak to you all later.
Brilliant. Thank you, Nicola.
Thank you. Bye bye.